We're at the Indianapolis Guitar Show, and we like looking for unusual instruments. Bass players, you're going to want to chime in on this. When you drop a comment, tell me where you're from. And we found Astrid Hobson, who has a very unusual bass. Tell us about this instrument.
So this is my third build ever, second full-size instrument. I'm starting a company out of my garage, Strange Instruments. You can find me on Instagram. Yes.
Strange Instruments.
Strange Instruments, that's the name. It's a little bit of a pun.
Only on Instagram.
Yep, only on Instagram so far.
No .com.
No .com.
We got to go to Instagram and look up Strange Instrument.
I got to build 5 bases before I can get a .com.
Sounds reasonable.
Yep.
Okay, explain your concept.
So back to number 3. This is a multi-scale instrument. If you're not familiar with a multi-scale, it implies that on the low end, you've got 36 inches of scale length, and on the high end, you've got 34 inches of scale length. It doesn't make a whole lot of differences off the bat, but if you try and down-tune your instrument to drop D or drop C, it's going to make sure that it rings out clearly like a piano. It's got that Steinberg-style headless tuning system with the nylon slip washers. Really make sure that you can get it in tune and keep it there.
Okay, so the first thing that jumps out is how you have the frets.
Yeah.
So these are a little slanted this way.
Yep.
Then it gets straight, and then it slants the other way.
Yep.
I've never seen that on any instrument.
Really? Yeah. So a multi-scale instrument, I think the first guys that did it were the Dingwall basses, and it is for that drop tuning, for that heavy metal kind of sound that people like to go for. And a lot of times they'll put the straight fret, or the parallel fret or perpendicular fret, whatever you want to call it, at 7, 10, 12. And when you do that, the frets down here get so slanted that it feels foreign in your hands. So I made sure to put the straight fret at number 3 or 4 so that this feels normal, and then as you reach down, your fingers want to reach forward, and this matches the shape of your hand when you're reaching over the neck.
Okay, so you play.
Yeah.
You're in a band.
Yeah.
And it's a metal band, it sounds like.
That's punk rock.
Punk rock. And is this your go-to bass that you play?
I play it sometimes. Today I'm here to sell it, just because if I want to get anywhere as a luthier, I'd like to get my basses in more people's hands. But I've had some good times rocking it on stage, that's for sure.
Okay, so the concept of the multi-scale,
Yeah.
is that why these are
Yeah.
slanted as well?
It's so that the pickup tone would be very similar to what you would have if your strings were straight scale.
Okay.
So these pickups are in the same place that they would be in the harmonic along the string's length as if it were straight.
I gotcha. Okay, now explain the electronics that you got in it.
So this is just a dual band preamp. It's a bass boost and subtract, and then a treble boost and subtract. This is a blend between the 2 pickups. There's a center for it, and then we've got volume.
All right, nice. And come on, why'd you put that little triangle there?
So it's a funny story, actually. I nicked it with my drill, and then I decided to inlay it with some black quartz I had laying around instead.
So that's to actually cover a mistake.
Indeed.
All right, so good job. It's very artistic.
Thank you.
I'm gonna look at the back,
Go for it.
and it's surprisingly light. I really thought this would be a lot heavier.
Yep. It's a combination of the poplar body with the lack of a headstock, and the black walnut fretboard is also a bit lighter than ebony normally is.
And this is poplar,
Yep.
and this is for your active pickup.
Yep. So this is actually a multi-stage dyeing process. What I'll do is I'll actually dye the entire body black, sand it all off. I'll dye it yellow, sand it off in the center and on the edges, and then I'll come back in with the red at the end. And you can see that I've left black and yellow in certain spots more than others to give it a really depth of appearance in the grain.
Depth in the grain.
Yes,
Brings out
exactly.
the grain.
And I've got time lapses of that process on my Instagram.
So if we go to Strange Instruments on Instagram,
That's right.
we can see this dyeing
Yep.
process. And the neck is,
That is quarter sawn maple with a black walnut fretboard, and it's finished with CA glue. That's a pen turner special. That's where I got the idea. The pen turners, Yeah.
Like a fountain pen.
That's right, yeah. They like to turn little wooden pens on a lathe.
Right.
They'll finish it with CA glue because the oils in your fingers can't stick to it.
Interesting. So these are all kind of very different concepts.
Absolutely.
That's a strange instrument. You should name your company that.
You know what's even stranger about my company is that my logo is an ambigram, so it says the same thing right side up and upside down.
Ah, nice. Very nice. All right, we're at a guitar show, and you want to sell it.
That's the plan.
Okay, how much?
I started it around $1,700, totally open to offers. I spent about 2 months building it, and I don't think it's the craziest number in the world, but it's also not something I'm sticking to with my guns.
Because you haven't really built enough of them.
Exactly. I've got to get them in people's hands.
And then, as your company matures, that's a $2,500 base.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Man, I love the story. I love the thought process. I love seeing new things. I've never seen some of these things. So,
Well, thanks for giving me a chance to chat with you about it, Mark. I appreciate it.
every guitar has a story. This one's just starting. We'll look for you later. Thanks, man.
Absolutely. Sweet.
Cool stuff, man.
Thank you. Pleasure. I'm glad Joe told me to come over here.
We're glad too.
Yeah.
I like seeing unusual things.